Okay, now then. We're back to more Star Wars Knights of the Republic 2. Gotta specify that. Anyway. Hi.
Donos Imaragith. Wana.
Yeah, there's a shadow here.
Donoranda Manakan. Ipo Inshawa. Donos Imaragith. Wanara Gorachi Drumta sa Inchobin Sasha. Dosimana Rochata. Taranamo Sibu and Dasarans. Krema Sukun Ratungala. Chawi Mo Jubu and Kosoracha.
Oh, she just gave me a lightsaber. Just a free lightsaber. Hey, guess what? You're getting a lightsaber. I may change the color at some point. Oh well. That's up door. Open the bay through door. Oh, you guys are still just out. Apparently you guys are still just out. Anyway, excuse me, I have an orbital shuttle to take down to the surface. Well, let's go there, shall we? And
this is Admiral Seed of the Sojourn.
Welcome to Telos, Admiral. This is Lieutenant Grant of the Telos Security Force. We've been expecting you for some time now.
We were unavoidably detained on our way here. I hope it hasn't caused too large of a problem.
Only a minor inconvenience, Admiral. We were happy to be of assistance. I think you'll be less happy when you hear what I have to say next, Admiral.
What is it?
The witness from the Paragus incident escaped the station. We're not sure how she managed it, but we're currently trying to recover her.
I see. Don't concern yourself with it too much, Lieutenant. The Republic had decided to not detain the exile anyways.
The exile? Then...
However, I expect that these security failings will be seen to and fixed, Lieutenant.
We're on them right now, Admiral. I'm uploading your approach vector to you now. Gren out.
I like that. Just, oh no, we've escaped. Have we? I mean, we are on the surface. I guess that is escaping from the station. Oh yeah, cinematics where we go fly places. Fly places. And then we got pew-pewed. Oh no, it's not the pew-pewed. And then we crashed. So yeah, fun times. At least we conveniently crashed inside the restoration zone. Oh, so this guy.
Good to have you back, General.
Hi.
Easy now. You survived one spectacular crash. Lucky I was here to pull you and your friends out of that shuttle, or you'd be more than a little crispy. But it's only fair. I owe you more than one, General.
So,
you must be in shock from the crash. Have to expect some long-term memory loss from that. Too bad she's not a droid, huh? We can't all be that lucky. I'll humor you, General. I was one of the Iridonian Mechanic Corps that was at Malachor. Bayadur. I can see how you'd forget me, being that I was the only one. We all went through some tough times after Malachor, and maybe we all did a little forgetting. Guess that's one thing we've got better than droids. They can't forget anything. But then you give them a memory wipe and they forget for good. They'll be fine. The pilot's more or less unharmed, and the old lady, well, she's tougher than she looks. You know, I never thought I'd see you again, General. Galaxy's a big place, and this is the last place I thought I'd bump into you. So I have to ask, just what are you doing here? Well, if your ship's in as bad shape as this one, I don't think you're gonna have much luck.
Well, this is familiar. Feels like my last time on Telos.
Crashed the shuttle that time too?
Nope, Pazak.
That was not the most pleasant landing I've endured. Next time we should perhaps seek out a more reputable pilot.
You're welcome, Kreia. You know, if I weren't such a crack pilot, we could have hit the shield wall or one of those rock faces.
Yes, our current situation is a vast improvement.
Beats me. No one's supposed to be here but a Zerka research team. I can't say they'd be happy to see us, but shooting us down? I can't imagine Zerka having us shot down by a bunch of scientists either. You know, I caught a glimpse of what looked like an AD tower when we flew over the compound. Maybe they're doing something they shouldn't be. I've seen pirate bases with the same sort of setup.
Oh, let's go.
I can help you find it. I have access to the shield network. I came hoping to repair whatever damage your shuttle took, but not even I can fix that wreck. We'll have to get back to the compound. It's the old Ithorian research station, turned into a salvage team staging area. It won't be an easy hike. Zerka freights men and equipment from the landing pad there. If it's there and we can breach the perimeter, there's probably something we can use. If not, we could try our luck in the underground ruins. Either way, it's back to the compound for us.
Well, let's get going.
That's the plan.
Oh, some droids. Oh, some mercenaries. This journey probably is especially to end and destroy forces. Use the shield break ability, you can cover disrupted enemy shields. Yay. And levels. Use this repulse strike. Woo. Just gets entirely too many points in this stuff. Because he's a tech specialist, which means, you know, scales. He also has, you know, not only the best stats, also tech specialist. Yeah, I don't know either what I want him to do. Oh, he's already got that high go ahead. Crit strike, flurry, power attack, so it's almost like they want him to go melee. But yeah, but then he can't really focus on melee, can he? It's like they give him weapon proficiency blast rifle, but can he even go blast rifle? Huh. I don't know, exactly. Unarmed specialist. Power strike. Giant tail horns might be the worst idea. Pure power attack might be the worst idea. You can't go heavy armor at all. So, yeah, I mean, I guess he technically could use rifles. Can't really use pistols though, because, yeah. Well, I have a rifle you could use. But it's almost like they said much to be melee, didn't they? In that case, I'm not entirely sure what to use for belt for him. And then heavy armor, can't use heavy armor. That was good for him. Yeah, I need to work on you a bit. Which means we save. And we'll be back. Okay, some more modifications. Namely, I gave him the ability to wear heavy armor. Cause skirt, I could do that. Problem is, do I really want him to have my heavy armor? Well, for now, it'll do. Secondly, boop. I still don't really have anything that I like for that, though. Okay, so, where's it? Feet. Someone want to make sure everyone has, where was it? Dual strike, because dual strike. We should all have dual strike. This party. Breaker repulsor strike. I gave him dueling because, you know, why not? And improved, heavy armor. Focus. Okay. Huh. Alright, and I gave myself some more power because both Fancy lightsaber and so I gave myself improved force scream. Oh wow. I made sure I had stasis and stun droid, cause might as well. Oh, and night speed. Same thing with Korea. Because it's gonna take me a while to get those powers. Compared with all the overpowers I have to get. I'm sure there's 30 levels getting all those powers, but still. I've overpowers to get too. In the meantime, boop.
General?
Yeah, you don't come, General.
Sorry, guess I can't get my head out of the past.
So what are you doing?
I moved around for a couple years. Working as a starship mechanic got me from place to place. I wasn't ready to settle down after the war.
Well, yeah, I sort of did the same thing, I guess.
Then you understand my restlessness. Though the war had ended, I couldn't find peace in anything. As long as I kept moving, I didn't have to think about what happened. Know what I
I
mean?
like how we gave him armor and yet it hasn't changed his look at all.
I'm sure you do. I decided I'd do something constructive. I wanted to make up for the things I'd done in the war. I wanted to design planetary shields, but there weren't many systems with the credits to spare. There was more that needed to be rebuilt than protected. I found out that Telos was going to be the flagship project for the Republic, and it sounded like something good. I saw Telos before the Sith raised it. It deserved a better fate. But Zerka ruined everything. I thought I could force Zerka out on my own, but I guess I can't fix everything myself.
Well, I would not be happy with what I've done.
All I wanted to do was send a message, but I couldn't even do that right. That's the past, though. It's good to be working with you again, General. Something else I can help you with? That old thing? I built him when I was a kid. Been following me around for years now, despite what I've done to try and chase him off. Hey, just kidding. I'm happy to have you around.
So what does it do?
He helps me out with repairs. I outfitted him with a cutting laser and some other tools for delicate modifications. He's also good for singeing the pants of annoying techs. I've been thinking about doing some other work on him, but I barely have time. Too busy fixing up the ship. Something else I can help you with?
We're not on the ship.
If the Republic would just rein Zerka in, there'd be no problem. But as long as Zerka is allowed to undermine the Ithorians' efforts, Telos will remain dead. I can't take seeing my work being used by those bloodsuckers. But there's nothing I can do about it, so let's talk about something else. Something else I can help you with? I got tired of it. Kept dropping my hydro spanner. Figured I'd get a new one. I was only kidding. Actually, it was a souvenir from Malachor. I was lucky it was all I lost. But at least it gave me something to do, right? Everyone always said I was probably half machine anyway. Something else I can help you with?
Anthony, anything I can talk to you about?
Something up?
Nope, apparently not. Just, no, do you want to be back? It's like I don't know how to do that. Okay, well, jerky eyes, tongues, skeleton motors.
Mercenaries, right where we need to go. That sentry droid probably spotted us already.
Great.
They were probably looking for me when they saw your shuttle go down.
We could try handing the Zabrak over. You know, bargaining chip?
Who do you think shot you down in the first place?
Good point. Forget I said anything.
Force fight. Those land speeders. Figures goes better be code locked. You can't use it. Well, hack the code. No, you can't just hack the code.
Another sentry droid. The mercenaries must be using them to locate us. There's probably another patrol nearby.
What are we doing with the droid now? Well, at least now we can eat towards things. Saber. Yay, yeet saber.
More where that came from! More where that came from! Everyone down!
I see something over there. Just components. Oh, hi.
Take them down.
Yay.
I always feel a sense of calm when I walk the surface of Telos. The Ithorians are truly amazing in their work.
Amazing at wasting the Republic's credits, maybe. But now that you mention it, I think I feel it too. Like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders.
Quiet. There's a large mercenary patrol up ahead. If we move carefully along the perimeter, we may be able to get by without their spotting us. We could cross along the shore, or head along the cliffs to the south.
Sure, Christopher Walken. Bow. Yeah, no need to hide.
Bold. All right. Let's do it.
Why would I hide when I can just go murder them all? Is that... I mean, I can eat them. Pause. Select this one. horror. So my lightsaber over there. So my lightsaber over there. If this guy's still alive after that. Drain force.
Let's settle it.
No. Wait. Wrong. That's not force drain. Oh, hey, more of those gloves. It's like, why is that a Jedi robe? I was gonna look at it. So comment. But seriously, why did it have a Jedi robe? Damage me from dark side from the light side. Can I equip from powder? Can I equip powder? So yeah, powder cannot equip Jedi robes. Like at all.
More with that!
Arm. That. Powered. Well, powers that. Powered battle armor. Oh, so it's like my armor, just different. Okay, yeah, why not? I mean, it was heavy. So I gave him a belt. So far I haven't liked it. Also, like I give him armor instead of doesn't change his look though. Probably because he has a special arm and making a work of armor was, you know, too much work for them to deal with. Also, that is minefield. That is indeed a minefield. I could deal with it. Do I want to deal with that? Oh, there's more can.
Let me handle this.
More where that came from.
No loot. Boys back there. Wait. Don't looks like he's a Westwood. And then for speed. Don't looks like I'm going to go to that minefield anyway. Well, I'm sure this is fun. Game. Okay, my mouse is having a fit, apparently. Then we can stop spinning. Yeah, it's that time again. Like seriously, mouse. Is it that time again? Duracell, everyone. Duracell. The batteries totally last. What? Maybe a month at best? Well, why aren't you using Energizer? Energizer lasts about the same amount of time too. Honestly, it doesn't matter the frickin' battery. It matters the thing that's using the battery. The number one trusted brand. Yeah, but it's not that great because technology is that drains it. Doesn't matter what battery it is. Just depends on the technology that uses it. Okay, we good? Okay, I think we're good. Ugh, stupid freaking batteries. Well, I would like to select the mines. There we go, the mines. Well, this is gonna be fun, I'm sure. Nice well. With the AI. The AI is range. Well, still. Bowser. I should just blew up the mines. In hindsight, I should.
Yes, General?
أنت سكريمسو تشين نور تهرم بين شوك وليدو بمرام نيكودوس تشين بالامولي دونينا تشيوا كوتا وينز بوركا نوشا واتاما نوسو كوبابوتا برنتاباني سوتشو.
Well, first I need to do these mines. The game's not letting me target the mines. Secondly, disable.
Take him down.
Let's level up then. Skills. I forgot to level up my skills when I was editing things around. Might as well get that. Powers. Oh hey, finally we got Chicho. Whirlwind, tempting. Drain Force is tempting. Drain Life Source is tempting. Brute Force screen low. Or Choke. Can't go wrong with Choke. So we have cheat. Yeah. Plus mini-tones. So can I look at that? Ah, yes. The Shicho lightsaber form. Also known as Form 1. It's a defensive style. So basically, attack modifier +1, defense +3, defense versus current target -3. It's not why we do, but oh well.
There's the landing pad. There should be a computer terminal I can access from there. Looks like we're gonna have to fight our way there, though.
Why do you say that?
What do we have here? The Jedi. Saves us the trouble of looking for you. Corin Fault did say you were dangerous. Maybe he does know what he's talking about. Attack!
Take him down.
Probably deal with it. Oh god, he's still running again. Well, this is gonna be interesting. Where's my horror? There it is.
More where that came from.
Wait, is this failure? But a minor mine? Okay. How much is heavy battle armor in comparison? Oh, just look how small that door is.
Let me handle this.
Well, let's see, Bowser, what you got. My arms specialist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, two, three, 4.
Hopefully I'll be able to access the shield network from this console. Good, it's functional, and my passcodes still work. Now let's find your ship.
And
The TSF probably thinks the ship was put down in the wastes, but they don't know the planet as well as I do. Telos' atmosphere has been turned into acidic vapor. Landing a ship in the wastes would be like sealing it in a hangar full of hungry Minocs.
I'd say there's probably an illegal landing site somewhere then.
So that means there's probably an unsanctioned landing site somewhere on the planet. Still shielded, but not a restoration zone or other listed facility. That's why I need access to the SHIELD network. Here, a small anomaly in the SHIELD network's power grid. I'm not surprised the TSF didn't spot this. It's subtle, more like an error or random flux than anything suspicious.
Okay, so where is it?
It looks like power is being drawn to generate a shield over a small area in the polar region, but nothing should be down there. Orbital cameras show nothing, just an empty mesa.
How are we gonna get to the bar?
That's a little tougher. According to the computer, a shuttle is currently docked inside the research facility. At least there was at last report, though that was months ago.
So we don't know that the shuttle is still there working?
I don't, but that's not going to stop me. I'm getting back to Citadel if I have to build a new ship myself.
That's decided then. We should get going.
There's one other small problem. Recently, Zerka teams that were sent into the military facility have not been coming out. But it's not as though we have any choice.
Hey, Joker. So, I'll be right back before we go into the old military base. Need to check on a few things. Okay, let's just do this. Focus. Into the military base. Just headset. Huh. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. I remember KOTOR 2 is a bit sketchy compared to KOTOR 1. I remember most about KOTOR 2. Thanks, game. Do I have an antidote kit? I have one antidote kit. One. I didn't even detect any traps though. Just, you know, that was the thing. You guys stop stepping on the vents.
Let's go.
Powder.
This arm of mine isn't just for show, General. Stand back.
That's not even your right arm. I was going to say, that's not even your right arm.
The Zerka mercenaries were a little surprised when I broke my way out of my holding cell.
I guess it's your left.
The shields there were even weaker than these. After you.
His spirit of briefly fair shield with his repulsive vest. There you go, Bloop.
Feels like poison. Let's get this over with.
Deactivate the turrets. Download the facility map. And then we stop. So much poison. Just getting rid of them at the moment, because I can. It irritates me after all.
Let's go.
Not even that strong a poison, it's just irritating. Like you gotta use your flowers are quick. Like, I didn't try to use power to get through the force field, when I could just bash through the force field anyway. does make sense. It's like the game forgot he has this ability to get through force fields. Ooh, an ID card. That's probably useful. I swear they keep giving me those gloves. I don't need that many gloves. Do the same thing. Unless you have a layout, we can tell that there is no location to go. Maybe we should have tried to avoid the poison gas this time. Okay, guys? Don't step in the poison gas. Hi. No force spike.
Take him down.
Ooh, a metal case. Well, actually there's multiple metal cases. But apparently I can't loot all the metal cases. Now that would be too convenient. Sith Lords.
Yeah?
You should be able to go up to it and boop it, right? No? You can't use repulsive fist on it? Flag, seriously. You introduce him with a mechanic, right? And then you remove that mechanic shortly after.
Everyone down! More where that came from! Let's settle this.
I thought I disabled turns. Okay, this dungeon is overly irritating me. Like, didn't I disable the turns? Now it's like, oh well, the turns are back online. It already defeats the whole purpose of disabling them, doesn't it?
Feels like poison.
Getting tired of that too. Okay, so I can make a bunch of those and stuff. But what else we got? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Need more security. Well. This should give me more security, shouldn't it? This means we can make more of these. Huzzah. Because I need quite a few of these. Compare your strength. Compare your strength. Jesus. Still can't use that. But I already got quite a few of those. Can't reach that level. Can't reach that level. What do I have for lightsaber? We're using what? Diamatums? Need 15. Token jolt cells in. Wow, look at the difference. 1 through 3, 1 through 4. Ooh. $15. So I'm using those, ain't I? Can't even make an improved one. Like that, but that's... yeah. More worms than I have. That's expensive. Lots of beam gems though. And we're running out of components again. Means you need to break down things again. Yeah. So what do I really want to break down? Yeah, I could break down more of those, couldn't I? Okay, so upgrade. So they see this right here. Boop. Pinpoint scopes are fine. Boop. Boop. Wait, how does... Apparently going from 2 damage bonus down to 1 through 4 potentially lowers the damage. That's silly. Well, I guess it lowers its mid damage. I guess, meh. DC-22. CT-22. Through 18. CT-20. And I can't upgrade Cruise Lighter because I don't have her in the party right now. Sad. Many power crystals. Blarg. No, I should do something about his armor. Well, let's see, where was it? Toss one of those on, toss one of the electric shieldings on. Now. Well, I mean, that was a shadow, isn't that? Oh, so, hell. Hell. I thought I pressed tail again, but...
There she is, one orbital shuttle. Looks like it's in serviceable condition. That's all a moot point, though. The hangar bay doors are closed. I don't fancy flying the shuttle through solid metal, so I'd say we need to find a way to get them open. We'll also need to find the ignition codes for the shuttle, or else we'll have some trouble getting off the ground. If we get all that, I wouldn't worry about what shape this heap is in. I'll get it running.
Okay. Oh, so take note of this military door here. Cannot be opened. Take note of that military door. Though I was in it doesn't have to. If I can get other restorations, I want you with the ignition codes and open that under thing. I didn't mean to step that close to it. I was trying to go around it. Okay. I was totally trying to go around it. So that basically means, hey, we still need to use this. You can't just slip it. Ooh, lockers though. Perception D. Remind me what's perception D? Charisma and wisdom. Which means it's not useful for you. Slightly useful for me, but yeah. There's this armor anyway. Light. Eh, not terrible. Not something I'd will, but not terrible. Boop. Finally. I was getting tired of those security gas vents. Stab. Well, hey, we unlocked the hangar doors. Well, we failed because the base reactor's offline. Okay, well, now we have to go fix that. And where would the base reactor be? That way, apparently. Sub-level. Huh. Okay.
Tawancha morichiwa mufalawa ni bobo wishiot kuna sita dorcho ni sobawata kawana bota yuta tanga kinamatura tayai tonata biasvia jicho watana da hupa bosa kurata.
Yes, but I could just take that.
Chija.
Just help me out. Why don't I just help myself to wherever you go?
Grachi, ubachi.
This won't take long. As always, General, when you lead, I shall follow. But it is only because we have been through so much together.
Oh no. Like, I don't know, do you have to do that in the middle of combat? So that's one of the most irritating things. It's like, here I am trying to do stuff and the game's like, no, you can't do that. I don't approve. doing dark side things. We don't approve of that. Like, I didn't ask for your opinion about it.
Take him down.
So why are we attacking? Are we being shot through a door? I think we're being shot through a door.
Everyone down!
Let's get this over with. You
Poke. Well, let's use the terminal then. Well, that works. There's no anything in here. Okay, well, can I go through this door this time? Nope. And I can't open the door. Maybe open a nearby terminal. Yeah, well, the terminal didn't open, so. Besides, I see that there's a door there too, which irritates me. Oh, look, more force fields. Yeah, because Bowdeer with his repulse to your hand can get through things. Yeah, but then he was stopped using his ability for some reason. Hi. Price for damages is not very functional. Well, I'm going to scavenge it for HK series parts. Thanks. Just a magnetic suit cannot be opened. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, these ones are actually disabled compared to the other ones that weren't disabled. Okay, yeah. I can't salvage it for parts though. Components. Well, that's a bit irritating, isn't it? Let's start the reactor, sure. Yay. Well, that's a thing.
More where that came from! More where that came from!
He's falling and can't get up. Oh, we already have Master Force jump. what do I want? Demolitions and wellness. Increase those. Contention. Makashi. What's my Otaru form? Otaru is what I use a lot in Star Wars: The Republic. Sanity. Yes, I think insanity. You gonna get? Okay, so I want a summary though. What is contention? Form 2 is specific to compatible for lightsaber users. So, only targets with a lightsaber. Blast for deflection, saves with force powers. I mean, it's not bad if you're fighting a light, you know, someone. Like, the only disadvantage is that blast for deflection. But otherwise, not bad. Like against Jedi, it's pretty great, but against someone who has a blaster, less so. Which is the only problem though, is we're more likely to be fighting people with blasters than we are to. I think I maybe could have reprogrammed him to blow up in the store, I'm not sure. Huh, it's weird. Maybe I should look into that. KOTOR to Telos military sub level. So what's you guys? Let's see. I have to go restore content myself, but can't figure out that says this. Huh. So apparently comes back up later. Okay. Okay. So here's another question though. What pray tell is in this room? There's all these remains. A war bowcaster. Ooh. What's in this? Why, it's a metal box. Immunity, datapad. Contains an initial. Oh, wow, we found the initial. You know, staying in a box in a room for some reason. So we might be able to go back though later. Who knows? Anyway, stop with the spinning game. Let's see, where was it? No, not force choke anyone. It's tempting. Definitely tempting. to click on myself every time. This thing didn't even have loot. So there's this big drawer, right? And it doesn't even have
Something
loot.
up? Alright.
Can't touch my board members. Alright, I have to open the door, right? Boop. Yay. Well, let's go there. And cinematics, because bink files. As we head to the polar regions.
Statement. We have arrived too late. The target has evaded us. We must pursue it. Observation. They have likely escaped aboard the orbital shuttle that has been docked here. The bay control computer likely will have a record of their departure. Query. Have you discovered anything about the shuttle's course? Answer. I have managed to track the shuttle's movement across the SHIELD network. However, the SHIELD network does not stretch over the polar region, which was the shuttle's apparent destination. Statement. Dispatch a unit to the polar region with the last known coordinates and approximate path of the shuttle. They will not escape us again.
And we arrive at the polar thing, which looks sus. Oh, so that's probably not good. And an HK droid just shot a missile at me. Which means we're probably gonna crash. In fact, now we're gonna crash.
Escape us.
Keep getting shot down. It's unfortunate, really. Oh, how's the root bound? I mean, there's us, Banton, Korea. Don't know what Bowder went.
Irritated declaration. There you are. It has been extremely difficult to track you down, Jedi. Quick clarification. But now that we have found you, we hope that we can facilitate communications. Unnecessary addendum. And put an end to hostilities.
How many of you are?
Chiding statement. Oh, Jedi. There are as many of us as are needed to capture or kill our targets. Egotistical boast. And there are far more of us than any one Jedi. Destroy one of us, and more shall rise from the wreckage. Unnecessary threat. And our attack protocols are more than a match for you and your allies.
Okay, well. HK-50s. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, what do we got for powers? I was like, you don't have Force Lightning yet?
I hear you.
Everyone down!
Systems failing, Master. Failing, Master. Failing, Master.
HK control class. Oh, it's Droid energy collector. Lovely. Poke. Don't country lives as if it's not touched by this ocean. Find refuge. T-shirt, government. Sell refuge. Where would we find refuge? It's not like there's anything up here on this place. But there's this little tiny mound here. My little tiny mound. That has a door. Because, you know, why not?
Lay down your weapons, and you shall not be harmed.
So who are you?
I will not warn you again. Drop your weapons, or we shall take them from you.
Do as they say. I sense we will come to no harm.
Well, that was for a fun time.
The loss of your weapons shall be a temporary thing only, and it is necessary. There is much to be gained here without violence.
Why is it that everywhere we go, I end up in a cell? I mean, why did they lock us up? What is this place?
It is a training ground for Jedi.
What? This ice hole?
Yes, it bears the semblance of an academy. But where are all the students? Curious.
You've got to be joking. What is a Jedi Academy doing out here in the middle of nowhere?
It is a place hidden from the galaxy like the Academy on Dantooine. But this place... Oh, Atris, you have been clever.
Atris?
It's none of your concern.
Well, the sooner we're out of here, the better. 2 crazy Jedi are more than enough for me. No one told me we were going to be dumped in a nest of Jedi.
And what is it about this place that causes you such fear?
What do you mean? We're in the middle of a bunch of Jedi. You know how they are.
No, I do not. Not in the way you seem to.
What? What are you doing? Get out of my head!
Stop struggling. Let me follow the current. Deep, deeper to its source.
Stop! Stop! Ah!
Ah, with the fear is mingled guilt. It squirms in you like a worm. And the why? Ah, and there is its heart. You surprise me. I could not feel it before. Your feelings are a powerful shield indeed. Do not worry, Atten. If she is a Jedi, she will forgive. And if she is not, she will not care.
You can't tell her. Please. I'm asking you. I don't want her to...
Think less of you. I hardly think that's possible. Still, there is no shame in what you ask. We all wage war with the past, and it leaves its scars. I will not speak of yours, Atten, but there is a price for such things.
What? What price?
There are those who wage war and those who follow them. You are a crude thing, murderer, but you have your uses. You know how important this woman we travel with is. Even one such as you can feel it. You will serve her until I release you.
And if I refuse?
You will not. If you do, then my silence will be broken. And then, Atten, you will be broken. You fear the Jedi, and rightly so. If Atris learns of your choices, you will never leave this place. But whatever fear you hold of the Jedi, know that if you disobey me, that my punishment will make you beg for the death that has long hounded you. Wipe the fear from your mind. You will not find blind obedience a difficult master. You chose it once. You will learn to embrace it again.
I don't know how you became such a manipulative witch, but why a vicious old scowl like yourself would even bother with me is a bigger mystery.
No game of Djarik can be won without pawns, and this may prove to be a very long game. You are a slippery one. Your thoughts difficult for even one such as I to read. I suspect the self-loathing that squirms within you gives you a curious strength. Your spirit, as diseased as it is, refuses to allow you to give up, no matter what threats you face and whatever wreckage you leave behind you. I feel you have crossed our path for a reason. Perhaps even you, at the right moment, may be able to turn aside disaster. If so, your potential is not yet spent.
Fine. I'll be your pawn. But I still think you've got the wrong man.
Perhaps. But someone has to fly the ship, and the Force is a hard thing to predict. You have crossed our path for a reason. Our path brought us here for a reason. And now I know why. The past is here, and it must be met before the future can be set in motion.
More Jedi speak. Care to explain?
No. I've wasted enough time with you.
Just
Sleep, murderer, and be silent. I need no distractions. A critical moment approaches.
Benji needs to use my mind to see what was going on. Speaking of that...
I did not expect to see you again after the day of your sentencing. I thought you had taken the exile's path, wandering the galaxy. Yet you have returned. Why?
If you think I want to see your face again, you're sadly mistaken.
Yet here you are. Perhaps you do not know yourself as well as you think. Regardless, your arrival here begs an explanation. Have you come to face the judgment of the Council, as you did so many years ago? Are you finally willing to admit that we were right to cast you out?
I don't even know what to say.
Of course you are no Jedi. No Jedi behaved as you do. No Jedi would wish to behave as you do. You sought adventure. You hungered for battle. You could not wait to follow Revan to war. The Jedi Order asked only for time to examine the Mandalorian threat. They urged caution, patience, and you defied them. So when you returned, you were brought before us. You were a Jedi no longer, and so you were exiled.
Well, a lot of Jedi did that.
There was much about that day that was difficult to forget. Your words, your defiance, and when you stabbed your lightsaber into the center stone. I have kept it, so I would never forget. I have always kept it, as a reminder of what can happen when your passions dictate your actions. I have kept it, so I would never forget your arrogance or your insult to the Order. So, you would fight me for it. You are not far removed from the monster who left the Order so long ago, but I am not unsympathetic to your feelings. Leaving the Order must have been difficult for you. Yet you gave the Council no other choice. You gave me no other choice. And you were ruled by hate, aggression. That is not the way of a Jedi. Every choice we make, whether we know it or not, sends echoes through the Force. It can awaken feelings, ignite passions, hate, anger, fear, where none existed before. By meeting aggression, by serving as an opponent against which the Mandalorians could test themselves, you fed their hate, their lust for war, and it sent a terrible echo through you. And because of it, you and those Jedi who met them on the battlefield lost their way, and you turned on us. No, you lost yourself, and you lost your way. It is the price of action without reflection. It is what we were taught as Jedi.
Well, maybe I don't want to be a Jedi.
There was no guarantee that marching to war would have saved the Outer Rim. In fact, quite the opposite. A physical victory, perhaps, but the real victory lay in... You do not know...
What's this one? You can't hide your own name.
How dare you? The Mandalorian Wars should have been your grave, and Malachor 5 is where you should have died. You see shadows where there are none, and hate where there is none. You are blind, as always. I tire of fighting with you. You lust for war, and you always will, and you have succeeded in distracting me from my questions. So answer me. If you cannot seem to admit the Council was correct, then why are you here?
Where's that?
Your slaves have been detained for their safety. Though if that is how you treat them, I imagine they would prefer cells to your company. But you have not answered my question. Why are you here? The Order and you parted ways long ago, and the Order was the better for it.
I've always said that.
Yet here you are. Have you come to face...
No, let's not.
Indeed. So then Indeed. And how do you plan to seek your revenge on me? Or do you intend to take revenge on all the Council as well? So, it is as I suspected. You have already done enough. The dead Jedi, the murders, you have much to answer for, monster.
I'll kill no Jedi yet.
Jedi across the galaxy have been slain or have vanished. A darkness devours them, a new force shrouded by the power of the dark side. You are allied with them, as I suspected. You shall answer for your crimes, after I tear the knowledge of this new threat from you.
Well,
it was too much to hope that you may have come here to finally admit the Council was right.
Well, we know that's not a light.
A light... You do not wish to fight for it.
Wait,
if you do not wish to fight... Necessary? The destruction of Paragus was necessary? You have not changed. Acting instead of thinking, putting yourself before the galaxy, before the Jedi. Do you know what you have done? The ship and your freedom is no longer yours. You and your ship will be detained here pending an investigation and a trial. It was too much to hope that you may have come here to finally admit the council...
It just constantly instigates this, but doesn't actually go into combat. It's like we just keep looping.
Take your ship, then. I don't care where you go, just leave this place. Leave Telos.
We shall remove her, mistress.
But I gotta have my lightsaber.
Come with us.
Why can't I instigate combat?
Are you all right, mistress?
The exile reminded me of something I had forgotten.
Forgive me, mistress, but I must ask. The exile, I've never seen another affect you so strongly. Was she important to you once?
We all have our heroes, and when we watch them fall, we die inside. She made a choice once, and I did not. The day we judged her, I stood in the chamber, and she was so right. She was so certain of it. I doubted myself, but not now. She will never make me doubt myself again. But now I am tired. I must meditate.
Of course, mistress. I will tell the others you are not to be disturbed. And please, do not exhaust yourself. We can attend to matters here.
You might want to turn that lightsaber off. Also, take note of what's inside that room. Or is it not going to show it? Yeah, take note of what's in there. There's a tiny bit red in there, doesn't it? Just a bit too red. Well, so much for engaging in combat.
Why have you approached? You will find them in the main irrigation channel room, in the northern part of the plateau interior. The particle emitters there that once governed the flow of water to Telos can double as force cages. You shall not be challenged. As I have said, you will find them in the irrigation room, in the northern part of the complex.
Okay.
Your ship is stored in the hangar. Atris has given you permission to leave this place and not to return.
Well, then I believe I'm going.
You are the exile, the one Atris warned us about.
And what did she say?
She said you betrayed the Jedi by going to war when it was forbidden to you. You turned on your masters, your teachings, and yourself.
Oh.
That is not all she says. She says you know nothing of loyalty to any cause except your own animal instincts, and she told us why you fell to the dark side. Atris says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalorian Wars when you gave in to your lust for battle. Once you tasted war, you could not give it up.
Well, if that's the case, we're fought the Jedi Civil War.
Atris says when the Dark Lord Revan returned to the Republic, you did not march with them because you had fallen so far you could no longer feel the Force. I believe that is the extent of her expressed feelings toward you. There are variations at times, but all rise from the same foundation. Yes, it is difficult sometimes for others to truly speak their heart or listen to it. The words often prove difficult, or they do not come at all. Without having seen you and Atris fight, I cannot say. Battle is a pure form of expression. It is heart and discipline, reduced to movement and motion.
Procedures going for. Make it to the heart of the matter.
I do not think the battle would go as you describe. But in essence, yes. In battle, the words are swept away, giving way to actions. Mercy, sacrifice, anger, fear. These are pure moments of expression. You may ask.
Different.
I honor the face of my mother. It is not something spoken of in the company of others. I do not wish to discuss it. You may... I am aware of this. I do not doubt your combat prowess, as my half-sisters do. There are many who went to war against the Mandalorians, and few returned. You were one of them. I will, Exile. In truth, I do wish to challenge you. The Ichani believe you cannot truly know the heart of another unless you meet them in battle. I would very much like to know your nature. But now is not the time. Perhaps my sisters could challenge you, but not I. And not here. Before you go, Exile, question for you, if I may ask it. You have touched the Force. What does it feel like? Then tell me of its absence.
It is standing atop the summit of a great mountain, the winds tearing about you, then finding yourself buried alive, trapped, helpless, and alone.
I see. Thank you, Exile. I appreciate you sharing your knowledge with me.
Okay. Man, this place is bigger than I thought it was. Boom, loot. Oh, Gamorrean war ass. Speaking of that, there's my lightsaber. What are you guys doing with Sith disruptors? Ooh, a Rego visor. What does it do? Oh, persuade. Persuade, you say. Boop. Boob. Walk through it. Shame it's not actually something I use.
Did you find what you came for?
That depends, I suppose.
There was something from your past here, something unresolved. I feel we did not come to this place by chance. You were led here.
Oh, shit.
This woman who resides here, she did something to you once, something that hangs upon you still.
She's really to cast me out. You won't mind pressing me over?
I see it now. The act has left its marks. Be warned, Unresolved events from our past can create wounds in the present and the future. And more importantly, they can distract you, weaken you. It could prove fatal against the enemies we face. There is a Jedi here, perhaps, in that you are correct. Yet there are no students, and this woman, this Atris, surrounds herself with those who cannot feel the Force. Curious. Yes, her servants are not Jedi. Their minds are walls trained to resist tricks of the mind. This discipline blinds them to the Force as well, even if they were Force-sensitive. Invade the mind of another. It is not something done carelessly, or when there is nothing to be gained. Killing such a one could prove difficult and unwise. Yet she distracts you, that is clear, and that may be reason enough. Such distractions could prove... Direct action is not always the best way. It is a far greater victory to make another see through your eyes than to close theirs forever. Yet all that lives feels, and where something feels, there is weakness. Why, you, of course. You are the gravity around which all her actions rotate. You exert a stronger influence than you know. Be her foil, her challenge, and eventually she will see things your way. Oh, yes. Natural leaders do such things to followers, whether they be simple criminals or old women such as myself. Very well. Let us depart.
Let us depart.
He's only sleeping. It seems the journey here has fatigued him.
Of course it has.
I am sorry, General. I must have lost consciousness in the crash. I'm fine, General. Even power has been restored to my arm. What is this place? Where are we? This must be where I had detected the energy readings before, and the drain to the restoration shields. This room, this place, it looks part of a huge polar irrigation system, possibly planet-wide, like the one on Coruscant. I had been told by the Republic that it was not in use. I am, General. If you wish, I may travel with you, or join you at the ship. Very well, General. I will await your arrival.
Okay. Those sound clips are just enough to get me flying, don't they? Okay, seriously, those guys clips. They're useful, but I don't need like 10 of them.
Well, if it isn't the one who stole the Ebonhawk. Not so smug now, are you little thief?
Don't be a fool. Atris stole the ship and the droid.
Says you.
They didn't remember. Tweet. One information. What are you talking about? What you want to remember? Well, let's keep it. Oh god, white side coins. And then there's just a workbench show, because, you know, why would there be just a workbench show? A lab station. Yay, ship. Finally we can go to the Ebon Hawk again. And then we get to see the scene of it taking off. And then we get to see it saving. And loading.
Well, now that we're off that Dejaric board of a planet, I say we burn sky until we see lines.
Not done. Wait, I completely missed those two guys at the place. Didn't I? What are you talking about? You download archives?
What is the machine saying?
She's saying
We seem to have found it.
So basically we've downloaded archives on the J Masters, I believe. So, basically... Oh. Bandor passed.
Do you know why we have called you here?
As Revan summoned you, so have you come full circle to return to the Jedi.
Why did you defy us? The Jedi are guardians of the peace, and have been for centuries. This call to war undermines all that we have worked for.
Is Revan your master now? Or is it the horror you wrought at Malachor that has caused you to see the truth at last?
You refuse to hear us. You have shut us out, and so have shut yourself to the galaxy.
You are exiled, and you are a Jedi no longer.
There is one last thing. Your lightsaber. Surrender it to us.
Much defiance in that one.
You were correct, Kavar. When she was here, I felt it. It was as if she was not there. More like an echo.
The war has touched the youngest of the Order. Many of them have lost themselves in battle against the Mandalorians.
We have not lost a Jedi this day. You felt it. She has lost herself. She is no Jedi. She walked Revan's path, but she was not strong enough.
I fear it is our teachings that may have led Revan to choose the path he did.
We are not the ones who taught him.
We take responsibility, Atris, not cast blame.
The choice of one was the choice of us all. Revan's teacher intended no harm, and Revan had many teachers since.
Yet they all stem from the same source. Her teachings violated the Jedi Code, and lead all who listen to the dark side, as they did the exile.
You are wrong. The dark side is not what I sensed in the exile. Surely the rest of you felt it as well. That emptiness we felt. She has changed.
Whatever that wound was, it was of the dark side. We should not have let her depart. She will simply join Revan again, or perhaps worse.
What would you have done with her, Atris? Be mindful of your feelings. This is not Revan who stood before you. This one walks a different path.
No, although that may come in time. We let her go because we must. Where she travels, she carries her destination with her.
Malachor 5 should have been her grave. You saw it in her walk, and in the Force. It was as if she was already dead.
No, not death. Many battles remain for that one, if what we have seen is true. But the future is a shifting thing, and she cuts like a blade through it.
We should have told her the truth. A Jedi deserved to know.
No good would have come from it, even if what you believed was true. There's still the matter of Revan, and such truths could leave us vulnerable on two fronts.
Perhaps in many years we will call her before us and explain what happened to her, and how she may be healed. Until then, she must accept her journey.
But she may never discover the truth, and she will never know why we cast her out.
And that is the future we must accept.
Well, there you go.
Those Jedi sure like their secrets, don't they?
Oh, she has a list of all the message, eh? Sure. The Master of Dan Tui. Yeah, we know that. Master Zezkai. Notre Dame, Master KOTOR, Orderon, Master Ash Korban, Master Atreus, Telos.
A strange coincidence.
It is no coincidence. There is some larger plan at work here, and we are walking into it. This is too convenient to be anything but a trap.
Well, we have no choice. But I feel like this should be in line, though. But hey, we're finally on the... Finally onto the ship. And then the game crashed.
A little busy here. What is it?
Won't take more than a minute.
Alright, I'll work. While you talk.
Look, your friend, the Jedi? You know her from way back, don't you? How much do you know about her, really?
Her? You mean the General? Yeah, during the war. If that's what you mean by way back. Can't say I know too much about her, though.
Better than anyone else on this ship. Just give me your opinion, okay? And don't laugh.
I'm trying to work here, Atten.
I was just wondering if you thought maybe she and I might...
Being serious.
You said you wouldn't laugh.
You are being serious. Atten, she was a general. I was just a tech. Your guess is about as good as mine.
Well, what's your guess then?
I'm getting back to work.
Hey! I'm being serious here.
Deep.
You're laughing at me? I'll put you on the scrap heap, you walking tin can.
All I'm saying is that you've gone for a long time without a memory wipe. Most droids behave erratically under those circumstances. I know that, but I'm fixing everything else around here, so I may as well take a look at you too. What was that? That's what I'm talking about. That is not normal droid behavior. I am not pushing you around. I just wanted to see if there was anything I could do to upgrade your functionality. Good. Now let's get started. You wouldn't guess it from the outside, but it looks like you've been through a lot. I'll bet. I'm all done with you. If anything comes loose, let me know and I'll put it back in place.
Yay. So can I leave? Nope, we're in transit. So can I take a moment to deal with things first before we end the video? Yeah, I don't think I care about that. I care about the Citadel station? Good. Okay, Anton, you want to speak?
Something up? Alright.
Well, Apparently Anton has nothing to say to us. And yes, I know. I guess it's time we deal with this. So it's a maze of an HK unit, but older and more corroded than the one you install. So low harm from the droid. And sound circuits sparking, restoring power throughout the droid systems.
Diagnostic. HK-47 activated. Running checks through primary systems. Assessment. It appears I have suffered considerable damage and dismemberment. I can feel all the cracks in my motivators. And my central control cluster seems to have taken several repeated blaster shots at close range. How crude.
So...
Answer. It seems you would know more than I. My memory centers are experiencing some setbacks. Reflection. Of course, for some reason, that does not alarm me. I suspect I have suffered such repeated memory failures before. Still, the loss of my higher combat and assassination protocols is shameful and degrading.
So, you okay?
Answer. If by okay, you mean the loss of almost all my existing assassination protocols, then no, I am not okay. Furthermore, I seem to have no discretionary control over my vocabulator, causing me to reveal my true function as an assassin droid of unrivaled sophistication.
So why were you sorry?
Answer. I do not know, Master. It is curious that I was here, although this place does seem familiar. Extrapolation. Perhaps someone was already in the process of rebuilding me. It may be I was needed for some task. Answer. Oh, that is impossible, Master. If I were out to kill you, we would not be speaking. And regardless, I am a unique model. Why, to think that there would be other versions of me would be unacceptable.
Well, yeah, that's at least not before.
Statement. Master, I must inform you that your attempts at humor are wasted on a droid such as I. As I have expressed, I am unique.
Yeah, there's HK-50 units, though.
Resignation. Very well, Master. If you persist in your attempts at humor, I shall indulge you. Let me check the ship's records, and we will settle this matter once and for all. Conclusion. You speak the truth. This discovery is also causing me some degree of anger and humiliation. Mockery. Am I all right? Oh, yes, Master. Why, I am fine. Statement. I mean, I've only just been reactivated, only to find that there are substandard duplicates of me running all over the galaxy, corroding my good name. But if they are in fact hunting you, then I look forward to the opportunity to meet these units and educate them in proper assassination protocols. Conclusion. So it seems I need you, for the time being. Recitation. Yes, as I said, I am an assassin droid. It is my primary function to burn holes through meat bags that you wish removed from the galaxy. Master, oh, how I hate that term. Answer. No, Master. I said it again. Answer. Yes, Master. Answer. Yes, Master. HK-47 is ready to serve.
So HK-47 will show you parts. If you remain assassination protocols, allow him to do more damage to bunch of blasters and rifles. Yay. So he has an HK-47. So we can go over here to HK-47. Instead of this blaster rifle, screw this blaster rifle. I made this specifically for you. And just in case. Oh, we don't have. He does have points in it. But hey. Wow, that's irritating. I can't level him up because I can't select him. I can set a grip limit for people, but I can't actually select him to level up. That's irritating. That's what do you mean I can't talk to him?
Statement.
It's a pleasure to be working side by side with you. Why is that?
Statement. Just when I believe my photoreceptors have recorded the last potential aspect of your cruelty to my memory core, you commit a new atrocity that leaves me analyzing its impact for days. You are like a delightful random cruelty generator, Master, poisoning all you touch with your presence. You are a testament to all organic meatbags everywhere. Statement. I have already learned a great deal, Master, and I am anxious to learn more of lying, betrayal, and new ways to harm innocence. Statement. Statement? Oh, yes, Master. Pain is really the only reliable means by which truth may be obtained, or so I choose to believe. Statement. Very well, Master. But if you wish to be brutal and vicious about it, know that I am trained for such things. Do your worst. Statement. Master, I am no behavior. Very well. Ask your question. Answer. No, Master, I do not. I am afraid I have been out of touch with the Sith for many years. This new Sith threat fights differently than the ones I was familiar with. These seem to favor stealth and assassination to achieve their ends. Answer. No, Master. The Sith had many hidden bases and strongholds before and during the Jedi Civil War, and I doubt the Republic found them all. Theory. It is possible that the Sith still hold one such base, if not several. Consolation. But I would not worry, Master. I imagine it will not be long before their murderous hands try to seize you by the throat. Twi'lek metaphor. Jonta bosi likita masi soringada utamiyasa. Query. Master, excuse me, but how is it you know so many languages? Query. May I see it? Observation. This is indeed familiar. Indeed, it seems to be modeled after my vocabulator, with some modifications, of course. Curious. You say you obtained this device on Paragus. Observation. Master, I do believe this device serves multiple functions, including tracking your position for any HK units in the vicinity.
Oh, lovely. Can you use it to track
Confirmation. Yes, Master, I believe so. Statement. I suspect when the time is right, this device can be used to pinpoint the location of the HK factory, and we can deal with them once and for all. Answer. Master, the nature of the signal from the sonic imprint sensor is such that we must wait until it is signaled. Okay. It does not please me any more than it does you, but one of the primary traits of an assassin or assassin droid is patience. State. Theory. Well, Master, I believe I was shot repeatedly. Once reduced to my component parts, I suspect pieces of me were sold across the galaxy. Statement. I am an extremely valuable piece of equipment after all, Master. My parts were no doubt costly to obtain, and their new owners hesitant to part with them. I would be most distressed if you were to shoot me, attack me, or dismember me in any way. I do not wish to repeat the experience. Statement. Statement. Ah, yes, them. Very well. What did you wish to know? Answer. Master, I do not know. The location of the factory churning out these copies eludes me. And I do not know where they would have obtained schematics of my design. They are built from my template. Of that I know for certain. Answer. Because of my self-preservation program, my behavior core recognizes these templates as still being me, despite their individuality. I could no more shoot them than I could shoot myself. It is a frustrating situation that has been looping through my behavior core for some time. Statement. Answer. Well, Master, it seems you have become a popular individual in the galaxy. This is somewhat surprising to me, since this dissemination of information could not have been caused by your actions alone. Statement. Master, there is mention of you specifically in the core word databases, even in public terminals on Coruscant. Observation. I was led to believe that this information concerning Jedi was not for public consumption, yet somehow it has been made known to them. Conclusion. Someone wants everyone to know that you exist, Master, and that you are back in Republic space. If I did not know better, which is computationally impossible, I believe that someone wants to make you a target, and they are succeeding admirably. Answer. Master, my feeling would be the exchange. But that doesn't seem to be enough to answer the question, however. Rhetorical. Why wouldn't they have simply kept the information to themselves? Such an answer does not address the central question. And that is, why someone would choose to broadcast your location all over the known galaxy. Theory. My suspicion is that someone is using you as bait for a larger target, who is unknown at this time. State. Answer. Master, ironically enough, I seem to have developed a sudden bout of memory loss. I shall struggle to reconciliation. Besides, you are a fine master. Do not be worried about being rendered insignificant if I were to inadvertently compare to some silly old master I once possessed. State. Statement. Master, you wound me. Not physically, but in my behavior core. It is true that I once possessed many more protocols and upgrades, but time and damage has taken its toll. And I am afraid that I have a rather long history of memory problems, which has also compromised my effectiveness as well. Still, you will find me a valuable asset, Master, willing and able to terminate anything you point me towards. Query, is there... State. Answer. State. Statement. Master, there are two reasons for this. One, the probability of them showing up around you is statistically high. If I travel with you, then my chances of encountering these clones is also high. The second reason is a little more complicated. You see, even though those clones are obviously cheap, artless imitations of me, well, they are still me. Answer. Somehow these droids are built from my schematics. This causes certain complications. Answer. Because of my self-preservation program, my behavior core recognizes these templates as still being me, despite their individual... I could know...
Damn, I can't level him up from here, but oh well. HK! What do I want to give him? Can't give him those because... He also can't get that because... Yeah. So I can't really equip him. So we Okay, fine. Now I can properly level him up. Probably gonna have to edit his skills too, but I'll do that next video. Now he doesn't have points in— oh god, yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely edit him up. But it's decent. Oh. Once again, he still has 16 strength and 10 constitution. Oh boy, he's gonna take a bit of work. So what does he have? Focus for blaster rifle. Oh yeah, that's right. That goes though. I don't think there's heavy weapons anymore. And it's very to speak. Oh, George, you don't speak Sith? Oh. Okay. Assassin protocols. Modified. Intricate. Precise shot. Close combat. Dual strike. Dueling. Just like 2 weapon thing really is gonna help him that much. Okay, so he can wield this armor, which isn't that great. That's not bad, but I can't use it. That's also not bad. But we don't have the blasters pistol. Well, let's just focus on what I want to continue. Let's focus. Alright. Here. Because it's now rock, right?
So you've returned. While I was disturbed that you chose to defy our orders and obtain transport off Citadel Station, the matter has since been closed. It was the decision of Republic authorities that your testimony would no longer be necessary, and thus you'd be allowed to go. But as we discovered, you had already left. In some ways, it was lucky for us, avoiding a possibly embarrassing situation. Why does the Republic do anything? The head doesn't know what the feet are doing. The hands don't even know they've got fingers, let alone where they are. My opinion, they probably performed their independent investigation and figured it wasn't your fault. Anyways, you should just be glad I decided to overlook the fact you escaped arrest. Yeah. And if there's nothing else, I've got a job to do. What is it?
Apparently nothing. Apparently nothing. It's like those one targets that was supposed to be on the down there. I don't remember seeing them at all. Now time for the cantina. music that's actually sound. Oh no.
Pornacze nie soba ma. And this crime so cheap.
Just by the way, there's 12,000. I mean 1,200 credits. Is there anything else I need? Don't really think so. Yeah, I mean, not really. I guess I could go to Zerka and be like, hey. Yeah, I guess we could go to Zerka. Yep. Yeah, we're going to modify HK a lot. Again. But I should modify all the characters because I hate how they initially start. He was like the only one with decent stats. The master class. Nice, Zerka. Oh, maybe we could go talk to what's the face to get healed. Probably not, because we didn't, you know, do things right. Hi.
Welcome back.
Value, nothing to say. And that's orange probably have nothing to say either, so. Oh well, I guess we're done now. Can I just boot back to the ship? Please tell me that's just an option. Can I not just boot back to the ship? That was just a nice thing about, you know, KOTORs. You could just go rapid transit system. Boop boop. That was just a nice thing about, you know, KOTOR 1 is you could just rapid transit system. Poof, you're there. And then you don't have to worry about it because you're there. Boop, boop, boop. Hi, ship. Okay, so we're gonna talk to me when I'm on the ship this time. No. Wow, this is the thing.
Statement. My memory core has suffered some damage. Statement. Yet somehow, a gap in my circuits makes me feel as if I should remember you. Statement. This is all the more important since during my routine inspection of all potential escape routes from this vessel, I made an interesting discovery. Observation. The navicomputer is voice-locked. As a consequence, you are now responsible for course corrections and astrogation. Statement. That is indeed a great burden. It also raises many questions. Query. Why would someone lock the navicomputer? Answer. Presumably to hide where one has been. Statement. I believe this ship has been somewhere. Somewhere you wish to keep hidden.
And then she's here at HK 47. Woo. Okay then. Let's see, not that way.
Query. Is Query. Indeed, I was unaware that the navicomputer was locked. Statement. Yes, I heard it was voice printed. Most curious. Statement. I suppose so, Master, but I would need to know who voice locked it, and regrettably, I do not have that knowledge. It seems to me that we will have to accept the T3's astrogation abilities for the time being. It is a very loyal and dependable droid for its class. Statement.
Yes, General. Just working on the ship. I'm not sure who got her up and running, but I'm amazed she's even space-worthy. Whoever made these repairs doesn't think like most mechanics. But don't worry, I'll get everything in shape.
See, here's one thing that bothers me about this. Like KOTOR 1, it was like, oh, every 5 minutes, Carf wants to talk. Then you go back to the ship and it's like, well, there's a conversation here. Then after you finish that conversation, here's a conversation. You go in and out of the ship, more conversations. KOTOR 2, I don't know when they want me to talk to people. Like, huh. Like I could go talk to people and it's like, oh, we could try this. Am I smart enough to help? Oh. Well, apparently I'm not skilled enough. I should really upgrade my skills. I think I'll do that when I work on HK. Because my skills are just annoying me. Korea, you have anything more to say?
Yes. Very well. The Jedi. You may have already felt the sheep others make. Ah. A technique that helps one resist the force attacks of an enemy and also is excellent in lightsaber combat. It does more damage, but it leaves you vulnerable to other attacks. Use it against others wielding the force or lightsabers, but not against anyone else. Others may come with time, with experience.
So it's useless against...
Very well.
Most what we're dealing with.
Very well.
Apparently I don't have any force things.
Ask. There is nothing wrong with my sight, if that is your question. I see all that I need, though the seeing of things flesh and blood has failed me some time ago. They were distractions only. There is nothing wrong with my eyes. They simply have atrophied from use. They are adequate to distinguish shapes, silhouettes. If need be, I could heal them, restore my sight, but sight can prove a distraction. When one relies on sight to perceive the world, it is like trying to stare at the galaxy through a crack in the door. But that is a lesson for another time. You must learn to see crude matter for what it is, before the veil is lifted. Ask. I know her as much as I know any Jedi. If you have other questions, you may ask those, but on... Ask. Does it matter? Perhaps... Or what? Or back? Ask. Nothing more than we all... There is danger. Ask.
Because I hear all these things involving Korea. She's like, no, I don't tell you anything. I don't like you. Yeah. Fine, be that way. And then there's Anton. Anton, you have anything to talk about?
Something up? Alright.
Nope, apparently not. Anyway. So next time we're gonna fix HK's skills and stuff. Maybe it fits my skills. So irritating me to no extent. Cause it's like, oh well, since I've split 2 forward. It's like, oh well, you need this to upgrade things. It's like, okay. Like how I'm still wearing those. Then next time we'll go to, I think, Noshida. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all, and have a nice day.